Obviously, the biggest concern that we generally have is companies exercising some kind of monopoly power or market power and what have you to inhibit competition. And that's the usual primary concern that arises, that there not be an opportunity for new entrants into the market. So adopting policies that will encourage market entry, for example, and facilitate market entry will reduce the potential hazards of the small number of large competitors. I also think it's important to remember that companies that appear to be at the top of the heap often disappear. And think about companies like Digital Equipment Corporation, which is gone. Well, take MySpace as another example of a social networking company that evaporated. For that matter, think about Yahoo and AOL, both of which have ended up, I think, in the hands of Verizon. I think that people should not make the assumption that just because you appear to be at the top of the heap right now, that you'll stay that way. I'm not an economist, but I have been told by economists that it's not unusual in some markets to have 3 competitors. And ironically, in the US, for example, we had 3 major car making companies, for example. In terms of space, we're starting to see a few major competitors showing up that were capable of making rockets to get us, into outer space. So it's not too surprising that there will be a small number of large competitors. It's just important to remember that those large competitors may not stay on top. Alta Vista was one of the best of the search engines coming out of Digital Equipment Corporation's research labs. Then came Yahoo, then came Google, then came Bing. And so we're seeing a continued evolution of competition in these kinds of markets. So this isn't to say ignore the problem, but rather just be aware that it's not a static environment, it's quite dynamic.